Good morning, Team Alabama. We are ready for page 512 if you'll find Anne Frank on page 512. Mr. Dussel just moved in with them, and Anne started having nightmares is kind of where we are, and Dad's there to try and comfort her. No, just sit with me for a minute. Was I awful? Did I yell terribly loud? Do you think anyone outside could have heard? No, lie quietly now. Try to sleep. I'm a terrible coward. I'm so disappointed in myself. I think I've conquered my fears and I think I'm really grown up, and then something happens and I run to you like a baby. I love you, Father. I don't love anyone but you. Okay, we're going to add to our facts. Okay, and those are the things that we know that are new. Okay, so Anne has nightmares. Dad comes to comfort her. Mom tries it first, but she doesn't want Mom. And we're going to add some vocab and some questions. So some words that you might want to add is coward or conquered, if that's a word that's unfamiliar to you, and you'll look up the definition. And then some questions that you may have, and we'll end today with some questions. It's true. I've been thinking about it for a long time. You're the only one I love, Anne says to Dad. It's fine to hear you tell me that you love me, but I'd be happier if you said that you loved your mother as well. She needs your help so much, your love. We have nothing in common. She doesn't understand me. Whenever I try to explain my views on life to her, she asks me if I'm constipated. You hurt her very much just now. She's crying. She's in there crying. I can't help it. I only told the truth. I didn't want her here. Then with a sudden change, oh, Pim, I was horrible, wasn't I? And the worst of it is I can stand off and look at myself doing it and know that it's cruel, and yet I can't stop doing it. What's the matter with me? Tell me. Don't say it's just a phase. Help me. There is so little that we parents can do to help our children. We can only try to set a good example and point the way. The rest you must do yourself. You must build your own character. I'm trying, really I am. Every night I think back over all the things that I did that day that were wrong, like putting the wet mop in Mr. Dussel's bed, and this thing now with Mother. I say to myself, that was wrong. I make up my mind that I'm never going to do that again, never. Of course, I may do something worse, but at least I'll never do that again. I have a nicer side, Father, a sweeter, nicer side. But I'm scared to show it. I'm afraid that people are going to laugh at me if I'm serious. So the mean Anne comes to the outside and the good Anne stays on the inside. And I keep on trying to switch them around and have the good Anne outside and the bad Anne inside, and be what I'd like to be, and maybe be, if only. She is asleep. Mr. Frank watches her for a moment and then turns off the light and starts out. The lights dim out and the curtain falls on the scene, and Anne's voice is heard dimly at first and then with growing strength. The air raids are getting worse. They come over day and night. The noise is terrifying. Pim says that it should be music to our ears. The more planes, the sooner we'll come to the end of the war. Mrs. Van Daan pretends to be the fatalist. What will be, but when the planes come over, who is the most frightened? No one else but Petronella. So Mrs. Van Daan's first name is Petronella, and she acts like she's all big and bad, but she's not. She's scared too. Monday, the 9th of November, 1942, wonderful news. The Allies have landed in Africa. Pim says that we can look for an early finish to the war. Just for fun, he asked each of us what was the first thing we wanted to do when we got out of here. Mrs. Van Daan longs to be home with her things, her needlepoint chairs, the Bechstein piano her father gave her, the best the money could buy. Peter would like to go to a movie. Mr. Dussel wants to get back to his dentist drill. He's afraid that he is losing his touch. For myself, there are so many things: to ride a bike again, to laugh till my belly aches, to have new clothes from the skin out, and to have a hot tub filled to overflowing and wallow in it for hours, and to be back in school with my friends. I think you guys